I didn't think anything was out of the ordinary when I parked my car in the driveway that afternoon. It had been a long shift at the hospital, and all I could think about was taking off my shoes, grabbing a soda from the fridge, and collapsing on the couch to zone out to some old sitcom reruns. The sun was already beginning to dip behind the line of trees, casting golden shadows across the porch as I unlocked the front door. I nudged it open with my hip, balancing my purse and a bag of groceries. But the moment I stepped inside, I stopped cold. There was someone sitting on our couch. He wasn't just sitting there awkwardly or passing through. He was relaxed, sprawled out, like he belonged. A glass of water rested on the coffee table in front of him. His hands were folded across his chest, his legs stretched comfortably, one foot resting over the other. He turned his head casually when he heard the door, as if he'd been expecting me. The corners of his mouth twitched upward in a smile that sent a chill straight down my spine. "Hey, Emily," he said. It took me a full 5 seconds to register who he was. My mouth opened, but no sound came out. My heart started pounding in my chest. "Jason," I finally croaked. Jason McAllister. My husband Tyler's childhood friend. We hadn't seen him in almost 2 years. Not since the wedding, really. And even then, he'd only flown in for a day. There had been whispers about Jason afterward, about something shady that went down with his job, possibly involving embezzlement or fraud. Tyler had brushed it off, saying Jason was just misunderstood. They'd grown up together, and Tyler had always said he owed Jason more than he could ever repay. But Jason wasn't supposed to be in our house. Not unannounced. Not waiting for me like this. What are you doing here?" I asked, setting down my purse slowly, ready to grab my phone at a moment's notice. Jason stood up smoothly and came around the couch. He was wearing jeans and a dark green button-up, the sleeves rolled up to his elbows. He didn't look dangerous. But there was something in his eyes, something that didn't quite match the lazy grin on his face. I texted Tyler. "Didn't he tell you I'd be crashing here for a few days?" Jason asked. "No," I said slowly, feeling the knot in my stomach tighten. "He didn't mention anything." Jason laughed and rubbed the back of his neck. "That guy, always forgetting details. He said I could stay while I sorted things out. Just for a bit. Lost my apartment last week. It's a whole mess. I'll be out of your hair soon, I promise." I tried to force a smile. "Of course. Just surprised, that's all." I texted Tyler immediately after excusing myself to the kitchen. My fingers flew across the screen. "Emily, why is Jason in our living room?" Tyler. "Oh crap. I meant to call you. He called last night needing a place to crash. Just a few days." Emily. "You should have told me." I was freaked out. Tyler. "I know. I'm sorry. He said it was urgent. Just be nice to him, Em. Please." I didn't respond. I wasn't comfortable, but Tyler rarely asked for anything. If he wanted me to be patient with Jason, I'd try. But something about Jason's presence unsettled me. Over the next few days, Jason made himself at home. Too much at home. He used our kitchen like he'd lived there for years. He played Tyler's video games for hours on end. He'd leave the bathroom door open when brushing his teeth. One afternoon, I came home early and found him trying on Tyler's jackets in our bedroom mirror. He'd laugh it off when I caught him, saying he missed the old days, borrowing each other's clothes. "Don't make it weird, Emily," he'd joke. But it was weird. When Tyler came home that weekend, he acted like everything was fine. They embraced like long-lost brothers. They spent hours reminiscing, playing old music, and drinking beer on the back porch. I watched them from the kitchen window, trying to shake off the feeling that something was wrong. Then, one night, I woke up to find Jason standing in the hallway outside our bedroom. It was nearly 2 a.m. I'd gotten up for a glass of water, and as I walked back from the kitchen, I nearly collided with him. "Jason, what the hell are you doing?" He didn't answer right away. He just looked at me, like he was trying to decide something. I couldn't sleep, he finally said. This hallway. It just reminded me of when Tyler and I used to sneak around his parents' place. Weird, right? Super weird, I said, stepping past him. That night, I locked the bedroom door. The next morning, I told Tyler what happened. He chuckled at first, brushing it off like Jason was just being nostalgic. But when I pressed, Tyler promised to talk to him. That night, I heard them arguing in the garage. Jason's voice rose, tight and angry. I'm not a damn criminal, Tyler. I never said you were, Tyler shot back. I saved your ass, man. More than once. Don't forget that. I never found out what that meant. After the argument, Jason stayed in his room more. But he was always listening. I'd find him lingering in doorways, or looking up suddenly from a book when I walked past. He knew our routines. He started asking strange questions. You and Tyler ever fight about money? Do you think he's loyal? Ever wonder what your life would have been like if he hadn't met me first? One afternoon, I returned home to find Jason sitting on the couch again, but this time, he was holding a small black notebook. One I kept in my drawer. It was my private journal. I froze. He smiled without apology. You've got great penmanship. I snatched it from his hands. That's not for you. I was just curious, he said, standing up. You write like someone who's not sure about things. About her marriage. Get out, I said, trembling. Get out of my house. Jason didn't argue. He just stared at me, eyes narrowing. You should ask Tyler what happened that summer before college. Ask him why he never visits his hometown anymore. Then he turned and walked out. Tyler was furious when I told him. He called Jason, demanded he come back for his things and leave for good. Jason never responded. We changed the locks the next day. But I couldn't shake what Jason had said. That night, I asked Tyler about it. At first, he denied anything unusual. But I pushed. I reminded him of the strange arguments, the way Jason always hinted at something unspoken. Finally, Tyler sat down and told me the truth. When they were teenagers, Jason had taken the fall for something Tyler had done. A fight at a party that had gotten out of hand. Someone had ended up in the hospital. Jason claimed responsibility. He was 18 and already had a record. Tyler was only 17 and from a clean family. Jason had done 6 months in juvie. Tyler's parents had paid him off quietly. Tyler said he'd always felt indebted to him. That's why he let him stay. That's why he hadn't told me everything. I didn't sleep that night. My trust in Tyler had taken a hit, but more than that, I felt like we'd let something dangerous into our home. A week passed. We tried to move on. Then, one evening, there was a knock at the door. It was Jason. But he wasn't smiling this time. He looked rough, like he hadn't slept. His clothes were wrinkled. His eyes were bloodshot. I need to talk to you, he said to Tyler. Tyler didn't let him in. They talked on the porch, voices low. I watched from the kitchen, heart racing. Later, Tyler came inside pale and shaken. He wouldn't tell me what Jason said, only that he was gone for good.